to Let's Play Lakeside Ridge here. Now we're still collecting our crops. We did find out that to use the cult stuff we need to decipher the strange symbols, so that has been queued on our research. We still have these little bits of the wall here to fix. We should still have everything we need to do that. So we're going to order some new sandstone block walls to fill in those gaps over there. Now then, I believe we've already traded with these guys. All that stuff has already occurred quite a while ago. We do want to build our hospital over here at some point, but for now we're a little bit busy to get on with any of that. So we're just going to let time tick forward. We have quite a few things that we're in the middle of doing, and we just need to kind of let them happen. You die, what are you doing? You're off to research, that's good. He is still pretty terrible at it, but he's the only guy we've got who does it, so we're just going to let him keep doing it. We have some meds, we have food. J-Bear is our cook as well as doing our construction right now, so we have to try not to fall too far behind on either. And once all this stuff has been collected and hauled in, I think we're going to have Kim, who I believe is our tailor, spin the cloth, spin the wool, sorry, into actual cloth, and make some basic clothes to keep in the stockpile. I believe the jobs for that are already queued up. There we are. I guess weave 20 cloths to do forever, and salvage apparel details. Anything below 50 hit points. Yep. So basically, if we drop something down to the point it's no longer viable to wear by our colonists, we'll shred it up on this loom here, turn it back into the base materials so we can reuse them. Of course, we have our prisoner here from the agency, who I would dearly like. How's his social? Okay, terrible. I was thinking about making him the cult leader, just for the sake of irony, but I don't think that's gonna really work for us. Starvation. Let me guess. Oh no, it's McKay this time. Starving overnight because they have those gut worms. But I guess we'll let her get back on with the growing. Some more of that cotton to be harvested and then carried. Okay, how do you feel? Yeah, you're all set to haul and clean, which I guess she is actually doing that now. Kim, what are you currently doing? You're going to wash in the wooden bucket. That's fair. We can leave her alone to do that. Things are actually going relatively okay right now. Not as much hauling going on as I would like to see, but I guess people are getting around to it when they can. There is a lot of food-related things going on right now. And we should maybe try putting a door next to the fields. It will save us a lot of time in the long run, so we'll order one there. We'll have J-Bear get straight to doing that. Looks like he failed to recruit Kana again, but he had a much better chance that time, I think. There we are, so we have that door. Now people can walk straight through onto the fields, or from the fields and straight through, save them walking all the way around here. Now eventually we have a heat wave. Well, we are mostly prepared for that, or at least more so than we were before. We have the two coolers in here, the freezer unit in there. We don't particularly care if Connor overheats a whole bunch. We'll just stick him back in the bed he's lying in. Hopefully the heat wave won't be as drastic as last year's, which I think took us up to like 50 degrees. You might be able to hear my cat sprinting around the room right now. She has decided it's happy hour. What are you up to, buddy? Oh, well, you're going for a poop. Well, have fun with that. Have we actually got any of our research done just yet? Nope, we're still on smithing. It's going to take him a while. What's his His intellectual's gone up to 5, and it's actually halfway to 6. Oh, it looks like Kim is already making another alpaca hide duster. Hopefully Kelly can have that. Stop her complaining about being nude all the time, which is a fair complaint. Nobody wants to run around naked. Well, not in the Rimworld, they don't anyway. There are some nasty bugs in the forest, people. And we're actually going to order that the trees in our base be cut down. Oh, I thought something was about to happen. We'll just order all these trees to be chopped down. There's a few too many. They're going to start to provide cover for people as they come in. We don't want that. We have plenty of wood, so we're literally just doing this so that the trees aren't getting in the way. Research is progressing, which is nice. Looks like the hauling's getting done as well. Someone's on a food binge. Who is that? McKay? Honestly, we're okay with that. Like, we have enough food that we can support that. I think we are going to look around the map for more things to hunt on the note of food, though. There's got a turkey over there. Mostly we're trying to hunt the things that aren't dangerous. So, not the cassowaries. Mostly it looks like turkeys and boars are going to be our mainstay here. I think the cassowary actually eat fruit as well as other things. I think they're omnivores. I hope they're omnivores. Well, that should give the hunters something to do, keep themselves occupied, and keep the meat in storage enough so that J-Bear can use it to make fine meals. Okay, we have a bulk goods trader. We might be able to sell some of our wood to him, because we just have so much that we're not going to use it, and we're about to get more. We'll have to wait and see. J-Bear, how's your health doing? Oh, yeah, you have a scarred eye. We need to get a bionic eye for him. If Udai wasn't so busy with research, we would try and get him to build the new building as well. Well, J-Bear, let's trade with Rain. See what she has for us. So that eye thing is just permanently going to affect his ability to trade, it seems. We might sell some of these potatoes. These random pieces of leather, anything we have basically less than 30 of, we're going to sell. As far as the leather goes, because you need 30 to make the most basic things, as far as I'm aware. Okay, we have these two really bad shirts. We can get rid of those. Get rid of that hat as well. Okay, we're making 500 silver. That's not a bad haul, considering it was all stuff that we didn't really need. Like, we have an absolute ton of these potatoes still, and the next harvest is already on the way. Let's see how we're going to do with Kana. We had a 6.3% chance, so that's going to happen eventually. In fact, Connor, what are your skills? Intellectual passion for, yes, he's going to be our researcher when we get him then. Perfect. That will free Udai back up to do the things that only he can do, which is essentially everything that J-Bear doesn't do. And that's essentially everything except farming. So we are going to need more bedrooms. I'm not sure how we're going to deal with that just yet. I was really hoping somebody would have shacked up with somebody by now. We'd have some kind of couples going on. That way they can, you know, share some of the bigger bedrooms. I guess we could try extending the barracks out this way, just adding another row of rooms down here. Like one set on either side. We have enough wood to order it. I'm just not sure if we have enough manpower right now to actually do it. I believe Kelly is one of our cooks. She's gonna eat her breakfast, and then we'll have her focus on butchering those turkeys. It will give Kim some more leather to work with. Let her finish that one as well. There we are. Looks like we bagged 2 turkeys yesterday and an alpaca. That's not bad. Just a bit more meat to add to the pile. Turkey Revenge on McKay. Go to combat mode. You should be able to beat a turkey to death, McKay, surely. You destroyed its tail. I didn't think turkeys had a tail. I thought they just had tail feathers. Okay, McKay, please fire at the turkey. Awesome. Now we're going to actually have to treat that wound. That was a decent amount of damage she took from that turkey. So once she has dropped that off, we'll have her jump into the medical bed there. We'll have Kim take care of that. Yeah, I think we're going to expand the barracks. We'll add another row of another row of rooms to the right. So I don't think we have any marshland behind the barracks. So let's plan that out now. We're going to want wooden walls. Let's see. 4 long, 3 along. See if we can get something that looks vaguely like an actual room here. So that's... there we are. Get some actual uniformity to these here. Now I believe J-Bear will start with that construction, which is a-okay. I am 100% okay with J-Bear doing that. We have another cook, so we don't need him to necessarily be all over that. Once those are done, we will add some vents heading in from these rooms into these ones to allow the cooling to pass through. And that will still leave us room to build a hospital over here. I done goofed. The top room is not large enough. So it's going to look kind of weird, but it will serve its purpose. Okay, how is your health doing? You're not fully treated yet. Kim's going to have to go get some more medicine. Luckily, we do grow a substantial amount of that here. J-Bear, are you going to recruit us our researcher just now? 6.6% chance, so we're still trying. Looks like Udai decided he was tired of researching and wants to do some building. He does have a passion for it, so he's going to get it done quickly and he's going to enjoy himself while he does. And, well, we needed somewhere to use the wood anyway. We have an absurd amount of it. Heatwave is over, that's nice. I don't think it affected us too badly anyway. Of course, finishing one room before moving on to the next would be an absolute absurd way to go about this. So he's gonna, you know, jump his way down as he goes. Kim is working exceptionally slowly on that jacket for Kelly. Apparently she just enjoys the view a little bit too much. And we'll actually be able to move our 2 people who got shafted and got the single rooms. We'll be able to move them over to this right side and then make these some bathrooms. And then convert that into a jail cell and make an actual bathroom up there too. We got 12 pizzas. We do have Rim Cuisine on, which allows us to make things more than just like the basic simple meals. But they are the simplest thing to do. Just chuck a bunch of crap in a pot and boil it for 10 minutes and you have a simple meal. We have a couple of fine meals over there too. Starvation, I'm guessing that's yet McKay. You know what, McKay? We don't need that medical bed anymore. I think you've slept plenty. You've been treated. And you even get a nice fine meal for breakfast. She ended up with trivial malnutrition. I don't think any form of malnutrition can be called trivial. That was just, yeah, that's more fine meals by JBear. Looks like you guys probably going to go back to eating, apparently. You know, while I'm on this thing with the floors, just for my own sanity, I'm going to put some floor tiles under the doors. Makes them look a bunch nicer. And I think it actually stops the dirt being tracked in quite as easily. Don't quote me on that, I'm not 100% sure. I would very much like to have Kana in the cult. I think that would just be perfect. But first we have to research the cult and choose a god. Kana, are you joining us today? Yes! We got him. So, now we can... Kana, you have one job. Of course, that means we're going to have to make him a bed by the end of the day. So we'll throw in just the bed for now. We'll have Udai make sure he just makes that as quickly as he can, just so the other guy has somewhere to sleep. The rest of the construction can continue at its own pace. Between Udai and JBear, we actually have a decent construction team. Okay, that means we can get rid of this prisoner bed, and I think it's time that we start considering genuine plumbing. We will need a sewage outlet for that. So we will of course throw our poo in the river like good people. Let it float away. That can happen tomorrow. Let's see. Connor, how do you feel about the cult? You're honestly okay with it? Now that he's seen the light, now that he spent several days in a sweatbox with no air conditioning, pooping in buckets, he feels okay about cults now. Who is starving? I'm guessing Kim or McKay. It's always one of those two. They have those gut worms, really increasing their appetites. Now then, we need to start thinking about the guest facility, and I have been considering that, and I think we want to put that up the back here, like on this wall. If we cut away this stone, well, when we cut away the stone, we'll end up with the full shape of our non-cooled storage. Looks like somebody else got that first... Oh, Connor, you're a night owl, okay. Well... we can see to that quite easily. What we will do is that it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, awesome. So he will now sleep through the day and, like a mad scientist, creep into the workshop at night to do his research. It'll take him a day or two to adjust to the new sleeping pattern, but that'll actually cheer him up. I think it is time to order the rest of our workshop mined out. Not our workshop, our regular storage. Connor, you can also... none of these weapons are good. You can have the normal revolver, I guess. Connor needs treatment. Okay, that'll be the gut worms. Oh, some resources have been wasted on, like, the important thing. that takes steel and components. Luckily we have a lot of components. There we are, so we have that. And I think now what we do, we will order these deconstructed. This is just going to be a toilet for the people who are working. It's not going to be a full-on like shower room. So what we will do is add in yeah, just a toilet there, and a basin there, for people to poop and then wash their hands. We will reinstall the light in that corner so it's not, you know, sitting between people's legs as they poop. So that feels like it's a good way to get yourself burned. It's also time to improve that room a little. And we'll copy that simple model across all 4 of these rooms. Maybe don't go do that. Wait, did I? I did. Where is Connor? I'm an intelligent man, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so Connor's bedroom is now pretty dope. So let's replicate. Let's just turn that off for a moment while we figure this out. I love these end tables with the lamps. Brilliant for bedrooms. Man animal, what do we have here? Okay, we have a boar. J-Bear, get on that. Who else do we have nearby? Kim. Get up to that corner and shoot it. That was actually really, really good. Kim, fire at the ball, get your practice. We might have these become our 2 medical beds, actually. Keep that as a toilet shower block and just have some medical beds in here. Or that could become a super basic hospital, I guess. There you are, Kim, you can get back to whatever it is you actually do. Now then, Connor, what is your actual research speed? I think you're pretty bad at it still. Yeah, it's only a 4 for now, but he has a passion for it, so he's going to learn that quite quickly, and he's not going to hate doing it. Like, Udai probably didn't enjoy his work when he was on that role. Kim doing work up there. We'll have to fill out the rest of this wall. I think that like one little bit. Just there. And then we'll have to get some power ran into here, get some orbital trade beacons and a comms array so that we can trade with passing ships. That will like vastly increase the resources we can get. Feeling really good about the colony right now, now that we have a dedicated researcher. Where are you going, Udai? Oh, right, yeah, you have end tables to build. Yeah, I think these probably will become our bathrooms. Because this side is just a mess. The way the bed's turned out. But as long as we can get everyone a nice double bed, they should be happier in those rooms than the singles. Looks like this research tree is actually going quite a bit quicker now than it was. Or at least when we had Udai jumping on and off of it anyway. Alright, cargo pods, what did we get? Tacos! Space tacos. And a boar. Now we actually have not that much meat left right now. I think we turned a lot of it into fine meals. Hopefully we didn't turn it into simple meals. Why is there steel just left there? You die, please hold that. Please hold that steel, because I think that's gonna. Yeah, it's just we just opened that up to the world and let things unfreeze. J-Bear doing some cooking early in the morning. Connor already had his research, and I think for that, because he spends so much time there, we're going to want to give him a stool to sit at while he researches, because right now he's just standing, which that won't affect his productivity, but it will kind of bum him out a bit that he has to stand all day and do nothing. Or sorry, stand all day while he's researching with what, you know, it's going to give you some sore feet. So we will try and be accommodating. Something getting eaten out there. Just a rat. Of course, we are absolutely teeming with wildlife out there. We would rather not get involved in their squabbles, which is why we're trying not to hunt too much. Now then, something else that we're going to have to do for the sake of the hygiene mod, we're going to need warm water. So we will add a solar heater just out there, that'll connect it to the power grid, and then we're going to want a thermal storage tank, which we'll put in here. This is not a good looking thing, it's not pretty, but that's fine. It's a place we can put it that's not going to be in the way over here. And this is the work bathroom, you know, it's not the areas that are meant to be for relaxing and being pretty. We do get a lot of sun here. Nice, so that is now storing hot water. That's going to go down when we don't have sun. So we will probably somewhere put like a regular electric boiler as well. Awesome, we can now extend this stockpile to that entire room, so we have a pretty substantial storeroom now. Then we can tag these to be deconstructed and make some bathrooms over there, and then we can finally stop washing and pooping in buckets. It's gonna be a good day to be us. Yeah, that thermal storage it's doing okay. Most of our people will be showering like during the day anyway. Now then, I'm surprised we haven't heard more from this agency yet that we apparently annoyed with our existence. I mean, I'm okay with not hearing more from them, but I am still surprised that we haven't heard more. You guys just deconstructing those rooms with the people still in them. Awesome. Let's go to play. Architect. Hygiene. And it is time for real comfort. So we're going to have to lay these rooms out slightly differently because of the vents here. That should be okay. There we are. So we're going to have 2 functioning bathrooms with showers, and then we can turn this into a jail cell temporarily, I guess. Luckily, we still have Bashkir to go and clean up everyone's vomit forever. Now then, in the vein of temperature, we're going to need vents. People taking showers straight away. Like, how much did that affect the thermal store? It's at 100%. So as long as people shower through the day when we have that thermal water heater, it's going to be fine. That's right, lights. We are going to need lights. There we are. You are just on an absolute construction mission right now. Nice to be able to progress the colony without slowing down the research. Now, Yudai is also a miner, so I think it's time that we started to order just a few pieces of mining to be done. Namely, we want the components, and I think that's more components up there. That's a lot of components. And we want to find a half-decent vein of steel somewhere. Nope, that's not steel. We had a vein there. We have a substantial amount left. There we are. That'll keep him busy for a while. And there we are. We now have internal plumbing. Hot water tank is holding steady. Yeah, we have showers, ladies and gentlemen. We're almost like real people again. And of course, McKay is vomiting everywhere. Because what else would she ever do? So the temperature in there is sticking at 21. Looks like these two heaters are still able to maintain the temperature fairly well. We still don't care about visitors. Like, we want to impress them when they get here. But I think that's something that we want to aim to get done, is to get a start on that, actually. So we'll knock that out. Of course, I've just ordered a lot of mining all at once, so I think what I'm actually going to do is cancel the stuff I ordered up here and here. I would like to focus on the base before we focus on expansion. How long until these potatoes are ready? We might have been a little bit hasty getting... Actually, no, the amount of food we have is ridiculous. Kim's still making dusters for everyone. Looks like Kelly has a duster now. She is still unhappy about being... Oh no, Yudai is nude. Yudai has no pants. I can see why that would upset a man. Okay, what are you doing right now? Harvesting a heal root. Yeah, that seems important enough that I'm willing to... No, from now on, Kim, these are your top priorities. You can help out with the other stuff when you're not... when you're not busy making us clothes that we need to not be naked all the time. Because we now have a few colonists who are walking around nude, or close to. And if Yudai's clothes are starting to wear out, so are Jabez. I know Kim has already swapped. How are we for graves? We still have 3 open graves, so as long as we don't get a massive raid, we can still finish that out. No, we are going to want to smooth that stone out as well. We'll keep the stone wall as part of the guest room that we're building. The passive cooling between this wall and this one should mean that we won't need any more coolers. The guest quarters aren't going to be anything fancy. We're just going to make a square room with a bunch of beds in it and a table at one end, just so that we can stop turning them away, really. Now, I can't imagine it's pleasant working in a freezer with no trousers. Kim, of course, is now actually working on more dusters. Pigskin that time. We have killed a few boars, I guess. And when she runs out of leather to use, she will start turning to all this cotton that we've gathered. She'll turn that on the loom into cloth. Micaiah, what the hell is wrong with you? All you do is, like, you have gutworms in the menopause and all you do is just throw up everywhere. Cool. Nice whisperers. Just gonna whisper to us in our sleep and make us insane. I think that's actually a thing that some people will suffer with. Masochist in moderate pain. I think that is going to be forever because he has a scarred eye. So he actually kind of likes his eye being a bit messed up. We might just leave him with it then. Starvation. McKay? Yep. She'll wake up and have food. And then of course Bashkir is going to clean up everyone else's vomit. Possibly the worst job in the colony belongs to Bashkir, which is just cleaning up after everyone. Bashkir is a good example of why you should not have children. Your life will become a montage of cleaning up vomit and poop. Okay, we have machining. We're getting close to our turrets. Then we can get some real defenses built. Then we can seal up these extra holes that the marshes have left for us. And I think I built, yeah, this is a wooden mill. This is log though. I don't know if log looks any worse or better than wood. Oh, we have alpha beavers on the map. We don't care, we have nearly 2,000 wood stored. We can quite happily deal with losing some to alpha beavers. Now then, power. We are going to have to run a power line up there. And something else that we want to do. Mostly these guys. We want to turn the entire back wall into a kick-ass mural. Which will make our guests a little bit happier with the room they're staying in. We want that stuff all the way out of the guest room. Construction failed on a power conduit. That's new. You know, we probably want a floor in here too. I guess that's going to be more hygienic than leaving stuff just on the open ground. Don't think it matters about having a floor in there. Looks like that decoration's actually coming on well. Decorated. A natural stone wall that's been smoothed and etched with a brick pattern. It is also with a basic forest landscape. Okay, what about this one? A natural stone that's been decorated with a brick pattern. It also features a picture of an atom. Or perhaps it's a star system. It's a bit hard to tell. Was the artist a physicist or an astronomer? Okay then. But those decorations will make people happier about staying in that room. Now it's time to order all of the furniture that we're going to add in here. And this is going to be literally just a room where they can sleep. They can use our rec area. Soon we will allow you to come stay in our glorious, glorious cultish colony, where they can attend sermons. Mad animal, what are we looking at here? A local chinchilla. Okay then. Who is the closest? Kelly with your spear, get out here. Melee attack the chinchilla. Kill it. There we are. Awesome. That should teach the chinchilla to punch in its own weight class, I guess. Now then. this room here. I'm still not sure if we're going to turn this into a hospital or a prison cell. Kim's still making, she's making pants now, that's good. Looks like there are plenty of dusters to go around. Although I don't think they're very good. Look at them go. These guys know what they're about. All these lights might be adding some more drain onto our power system, I'm not entirely sure. But the bedside tables do increase the comfort of the room. And it looks like these are some pretty damn good beds anyway. So they should be happy with their stay. Oh, it takes him no time at all to do that now. All of these beds, 4 guests, there we are, we can now accept them. I think we left a single patch of area over here unfloored, which is just, that's just not gonna, it's not gonna cut it. I don't think we care too much about the storeroom having a floor. We might get around to that eventually. We do have enough wood to do whatever we want with it. And now we really need the research now. Next harvest of potatoes has come in, that's nice. We have emus on the map. Still have those boomalopes. And of course we have an absurd amount of cassowaries. It might be worth attempting to train those once we get better at it. What are we making here? Unfinished cloth pants. Did you actually turn any of that into cloth? I didn't see. I guess she did. Let's see, how does Kim feel about her room now? Awesome. That was just peachy keen. Everyone who can gets up to fight fire. Get that put out before it does any damage. Awesome. Looks like even just the 2 wood burners are actually enough to run the colony, and then during the day the solar just really tops up the batteries. We almost have another wave of cotton ready. I think once we get the second one, we'll have Kim really focus down on getting this done, turning it all into actual usable cloth. For now, I guess, as long as she's volcanic winter. A distant supervolcano has erupted and began spewing millions of cubic kilometers of ash in the atmosphere. Ash in the atmosphere will obscure the sun. Temperatures will drop and plants will suffer for lack of sunlight. It could pass in a few weeks or might last many seasons. This is not something we were expecting. Was that alpha beaver revenge? We weren't hunting any alpha beavers. And you're not running. Okay, so this is unexpected. We're going to designate these to be toggled. UDI, please turn these off. And I guess we're going to build a heater, which I never thought would have to happen. Build one there, because I believe the temperature is going to... Actually, no. Turn those back on. And I will turn that off. Manhunter pack. This sucks. What are we looking at here? Okay, it's those elk, I believe. which way are they going? Of course they're not going the right way. Well, I guess we'll just stand in a nice line over here then and wait for them. Now, normally I would hide from these guys. But, frankly, it's free food. And if they're going to come at us in a nice, neat line, hopefully our firing squad will put them down quickly and effectively. Not sure how much I actually believe that. J-Bear, you get that one. Kelly, you get that one. Just lock them down, get our guys time to deal with them. J-Bear, help Kelly out. Actually, J-Bear, you go over that way. Fairly sure that was one of our guys who just shot J-Bear. Okay, so unconscript all these people. Rescue J-Bear. So that was a bunch of food for free, but it is going to cost us some meds. And yeah, we'll have to see exactly what the cost of that is once it comes through. Kim, please prioritize tending to J-Bear. Who else was injured? McKay. I believe one of these rooms is unowned. Yep, medical bed. McKay and Kelly. Please rest until healed. Well, perfect. Now these two are going to be a little bit unhappy about sharing a bed. But we'll get them tended to, and then we'll unmedical it, and they can just go about their business. I can't imagine their wounds are too serious. Let's have a look. Yeah, bruises and a little bit of a bite. Awesome. No more medical bed. They can go back to their own rooms. Just highlights the fact we do still need that hospital. Let's finish these off. That one woke back up. So we'll tag that to be hunted because, well, we don't let people just walk in and kill our colonists and get away with it. But I think that's going to be something that we deal with next episode. Thanks for joining me here, folks. Decent amount of progress made this time. I think we're going to aim to get a hospital built in the next episode. I'll see you then. I hope. Bye-bye.